Hey guys, today we're giving Claude Code eyes so it can see what the heck it's doing, especially on the front end in the browser as we're building web applications, vibe coding, internal tools, and just making stuff for the internet. I'm talking about the limitation that Claude Code has in that it can't see what's happening in the browser natively. We're going to use an external tool for this, but I want you to understand the context of this first, which is Claude Code really understands what you put in the project you're working on. It understands what's in the LLM that it's referencing, Claude, Sonnet 4.5 mostly, but it can't see the output of the code that it's writing or the way that it's structuring a project or a product. And we're fixing that with the Playwright MCP, integrating it into our Claude Code project, and then just setting it loose. So in this video, we're going to set up a design system. We're going to create a design agent. We're going to have that agent reference the Playwright MCP and use it as a tool and create this kind of virtuous product loop where we can just say, hey, go do this thing, do the work, check that the work is done using the Playwright MCP, reference the design system that we created, and just keep going and do it autonomously. And it's the ultimate kind of YOLO vibe code for the front end, I think. So if you know me, I'm not a designer. I don't want to be a designer. I want to be able to set the vision, set the expectation. I think that's what us as founders do really well. And then create really great employees or tools in this case to just go do it for us. Okay. By the way, I'm Craig Hewitt. Welcome back to 100 Days of AI. I think this is day 80. Been publishing a video every day about AI for 80 days now. And am falling in love with Claude Code. And this is all about how to extend Claude Code to make it a front-end powerhouse for anything that we're doing. Cool? Okay, so we have this kind of sample project here. So I'm baking something like Trello. So it's a Kanban type project. Okay, so let's get in and run the application. Let's take a look at where we are, and then we're going to talk about the few things we're going to do, how we're going to use Playwright and the design agent to just automatically do that without us having to touch any code. Okay, so let's just go into Claude Code here and say run the application. So this is a Next.js app. So it's going to do something like npm run dev, and we'll open the application in a folder in the browser over here. Okay, yes. Yes. So if you're new to Claude Code or the terminal, this is just kind of like how you talk to a computer at a base level. It's where kind of a lot of programmers do things. Okay, so the project here is to build something like Trello. So, this very bright, kind of ugly design pattern here by design, right? This is not at all styled. This was like a one-shot thing. I said, make a Trello kind of thing. But a lot of this just doesn't work. So anyways, we're going to come in here and we've created a design system. I'll show you that in a minute. And then we're just going to tell it to just do a better job of the design as according to the design system that we created. Okay. So let's take a look at the assets that we've created. So I think the first one is we created a context folder, and in here we have a design system. So if you've ever built software, you need like a plan that you have at the beginning and that you stick to as you go over and over and over. And this is like a design system. It's like a business plan for how you design a product, right? It has the kind of components that you have. It has colors. It has what the rounding on a button looks like. It has font size. It has spacing. I asked Google Gemini, I think, to create this for me. And then I just copy and pasted it in here. So this is an example. You, if you're building a product, would want to have one that's very much kind of you. And so we have a design system in here. This is really robust. This tells exactly how I want this thing to look and feel. This should answer every question about what this product should look like. Okay, so this is in the context folder. Cool. Also in the Claude folder, we have an agent, which is a design review agent. So this design review agent, I had Claude build, and I just told it, hey, I want you to build a design review agent that knows all of the best practices of kind of UI and UX and has access to the Playwright MCP. We're going to talk about Playwright MCP in just a second and the tools that it has access to. And so this agent is going to follow live environment first kind of methodologies. And here are the things that it's going to do. So it's going to read and understand the PR description and design requirements. It's going to review the code, identify a development URL, navigate the application using Playwright MCP. So Playwright MCP is kind of like an extension of Claude Code that lets it open a browser window and like go around and click and enter fields and things like that. It's going to do testing. It's going to test responsiveness, so like tablet and mobile, and then look for like accessibility issues, spacing, typography, colors, and things like that. Cool. So down here, now that the application is running, let's type MCP. So if you want to check out what MCP servers you have installed on a project, you just type /MCP. And if you have a bunch listed here, it would show you the options. We don't have any in this project. So let's go ahead and install Playwright. And so we can use it, and the agent that we created here can use it. So we'll go over here, and Playwright MCP is managed by Microsoft. And it has just this one prompt that we'll copy from this GitHub repo. And I'll leave this link in the description below for us to add this MCP to this project. Okay, Claude MCP add Playwright MPX Playwright MCP latest. I've seen you run the command, blah, blah, blah. This should configure. Would you like me to verify the MCP server is probably configured? Nah, I'll just start using it. Let's say yes, let's verify. Okay, cool. So it's listing out what MCPs are available, and it's saying that it's connected. That's cool. Okay. All right. So now we can type /MCP. Okay, now that we have Playwright installed, and once we restart Claude, we can type MCP, and we can see a list of the MCP servers that we have access here and that we're connected. And we can hit enter to view the Playwright MCP server. We say it's connected, how it's configured, but most importantly, we can view the tools. And so MCP has access to close the browser, resize the browser window, get console messages, all these things. So we can scroll down here and see all of the tools and actions that it can take in the browser on behalf of us to test things. So I view Playwright as the testing thing and a design thing. So this can be really powerful. So it can do all of these things. Okay, amazing, cool. So we're going to exit out of this, and we don't need to see that anymore. Okay, great. So we have three things, right? We have a design system, which is what the product should look like. We have a design review agent, which is an autonomous thing that can go out and do things within the application. And we have the Playwright MCP server, which is a way for Claude Code to use the browser to see what's going on and improve it, right? And so what we'll do here is we'll invoke the agent. We'll just drag this down here. So I'll just drag this down here to reference it, and then just use Super Whisper on my computer to give the prompt here. Use the design review agent to ensure that the design system that is specified in the context folder is being met properly. Use the Playwright MCP to use the browser on the computer and do a thorough test of the UI of this application. Automatically make any updates to the design and UI that don't meet the specifications of the design system. Okay, so what we did here is we referenced the review agent and the context in the design system over here. And so you see it's going around here and searching for the design review product. It's reading the design system file right here. This is the context that we gave it. So once it does this, it's going to spin up a browser and poke around in the application and probably change a lot of what this looks like. And we'll be able to watch this happen in real time after it gets the context of the application. Okay, so now let's start the development server and open it in Playwright. Do you want to proceed? So we already have the product running in port 3000, so it's going to open port 3001. And we'll be able to see what this looks like in just a second. Okay, so it just opened this browser automatically on my machine. It's loading the application, and it's going to click around and do things here in the application kind of automatically as it's going. So I'm going to drag this over here so we can see a bit of this. Do you want to proceed? Yeah, so you can do whatever you want. Yes, go do whatever you want. And so we can watch over here what it's doing. Let me test the core interaction. Okay, so it's adding a new card. It's going to enter in text here in just a second. To create a card, it'll probably drag a card over. Yep, great. Right, okay, so it created this. That's great, all by itself. Now it'll probably try to drag a card over here. Add a card in the to-do column. Okay, so you see how it's not only just doing design, but it's doing testing as well. And it'll run into issues here. Like when I ran this before, I just kind of one-shotted this. You can't move a card from one column to another, so it'll probably realize that and then fix the code by itself. Okay, great. So it created an item here in the in progress column. That's great. Now maybe it'll try to delete one as well. It's going to test the drag and drop functionality. That's cool. Do you want to do this? Yes. So I'm going to leave this here, and then we're going to open this, and so you can see a little bit of what Claude Code is doing on its own over here to automatically interact with the application. Okay, so it's testing mobile first now, mobile design. So that's cool. So this looks pretty good so far. Resize the browser window to 768. Resize the browser window to 1920, height of 1080. Cool, taking a screenshot. Okay, great. So we can take a look at some of these screenshots. So where is it putting the screenshots? Users code MCP, Playwright MCP. Okay, so and up here we can see these screenshots that it's taken. So let's open up another terminal here so we don't interrupt what it's doing there. And let's just see this. So we'll just drag this over here. Okay, we just click on it. Okay, so that's cool. So it's taking these screenshots, taking a screenshot on mobile. And so if we saw like, hey, this is wrong, you're not doing this right, we could come in and modify it. Okay, great. So let's see where we are here. Let's go all the way to the bottom. It's asking us, do you want to make this change to global CSS? Why did it say this? Okay, color scheme using gradient background instead of semantic colors from design system. Great. Okay, so it realized that this ugly gradient purple is not what we wanted, and it's going to update that, and it's going to update fonts and spacing, missing features, all this kind of stuff. So do we want to proceed? Heck yes, we want to proceed. Go kind of YOLO it. So anyways, these screenshots, you can just kind of see it's loaded these screenshots in the Playwright folder here. So we can kind of reference these as we go. Close these as this is working. And this is the live kind of preview that Playwright is using. Okay, cool. So it updated the global CSS to get rid of that ugly purple-pink gradient. That's cool. So this is nice and clean now. And it's just doing this all automatically. And if we wanted, we could even say, hey, make this look exactly like Trello. And it would just go and do it. So that would be super cool. Okay, so I think it's done. Reviewing all of the specifications and making the necessary changes. So that's great. I think it looks great. So let's just ask it if it's done, because it's not quite clear. It looks like it might have gotten interrupted. Let's just ask, say, is the design review agent finished reviewing the application and ensuring that it meets the design system in the context folder? Let's see. Let's make this a little more explicit. So because it seems like it got interrupted here. Usually Claude Code ends up with some kind of like, hey, I'm all done. I did a great job. No, I'm not finished yet. I'm in the middle of fixing the design system violations. Let me complete this. Yeah, so this might have been on the day I'm recording this, there's a big AWS outage. So it might be that there's some like network interruption or something. Great. So I'm glad I asked that. And I'm glad this happened because, yeah, Claude always gives me a, hey, this is all the stuff I did. Aren't you proud of me? So if you don't see that, it might be that like you got interrupted somehow. Okay, so let's see. Now we update the column component. So we'll just keep an eye over here in the Playwright kind of preview tab to see what kind of changes it's making, and we can kind of see over here the results and the activities that Claude Code and the agent and the MCP are having all at once. Okay, cool. So change the styling of the like buttons here. That's cool. While this is working, I just want to like take a step back. By the way, if this kind of stuff is really your jam and you're like, I want more of this, link in the description below for a 30-day kind of email course to take you from AI, kind of like, I think I know what I'm doing, to AI superhero and being able to do stuff like this all day, every day. Link in the description below, entirely free. Send you an email every day for 30 days, take you and level you up by like 10 times. So link in the description below if you want to check it out. But I want to say, think about the other possibilities that you have in your business, in your life, in your software development, when you create agents and specifications and context and extend the capabilities of something like Claude Code with Playwright to be able to say, hey, here's the goal. You're smart. Go figure it out. This is the 10, 80, 10 that I've talked about before. 10% is you defining what good is, giving it the context, and specifying the goal. 80% is AI doing its job, and 10% probably is you bringing it home, because there's going to be things that aren't exactly perfect here probably, and we'll need to use a critical eye and common sense to kind of fill in the blanks on. Okay, great. So this is what I mean by the kind of wrap-up system here. Design review is now complete. I've thoroughly reviewed the application, automatically fixed all design system violations. Okay, so it's done, and don't you think it looks like a heck of a lot better here? So this is the Playwright preview. And so this is how I go about setting up Playwright MCP in Claude Code for it to automatically audit and create great looking design that is within the confines and the specifications of what I say is in the design spec and requirements for any project that I'm doing. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm Craig Hewitt. This is 100 Days of AI. If you did enjoy this, please subscribe down below. It sends great signals to YouTube and tells me I'm doing a great job. So if you've enjoyed, please subscribe. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow.